This week on Retirement Quick Tips podcast, I'm sharing with you 40 life lessons I've learned in my 40 years on this planet. Today, I'm talking about everyone's favorite topic, dealing with people. I've learned a few lessons over the years about others, and I want to share with you 3 of those today that I think are important ones. Number 1 is be careful about judging others. I can be very judgmental of other people, especially people I don't know. If I know somebody and know them well, especially if I know them well, I actually tend to be less judgmental. I tend to give them a pass. But if I don't know somebody, I know somebody very casually, not very well at all, or a complete stranger, and I observe something they do at the grocery store or on the road, that's where I'm the most judgmental is when I'm driving. But I tend to make excuses sometimes for people when I know them. But with strangers or people I don't know as well, it's very hard. And you're only seeing a brief snippet of their life, and maybe they're having a bad day, or, some people are just jerks, and that's how it is. But sometimes I get caught up in being judgmental of other people, or easily, I guess, upset by other people and the things that they do or say that piss me off, frankly. And it happens all the time. But there's a quote that I need to remind myself of, and I'm still working on this because I am still very judgmental. But mind you, the judgment I have for others, I apply it the same way. I'm very judgmental of myself. In fact, I motivated myself to get out of bed and go to the gym this morning by telling myself what a piece of garbage I was for sitting there at 5:30 in the morning still in bed. So, these are the motivational patterns that work for me personally. Not healthy, I'm sure. But Mother Teresa said, if you judge people, you have no time to love them. So that's what I try to remember about being careful and trying to catch myself more often when I'm being judgy. The second one is never allow yourself to become bitter. This is something that I see. Unfortunately, I think it's more common among young people, but as life goes on and life wears us down and other people hurt us and bad things happen, I think if you're not careful, it's very easy to slip into just patterns of bitterness. And then you look at every interaction after that as like further proof that the world is out to get you. And bitterness and resentment creep in, I think, with age if you're not careful. We all have bad experiences. We all have people who burn us. But you have a choice about whether or not you become angry and bitter over that. And you can only become bitter if you allow yourself to be. And I think focusing on loving others and being grateful and practicing gratitude and seeing the good, looking for the good in other people is a very powerful antidote for bitterness. So I just encourage you because I see a lot of that these days, young and old people. Like, it just makes me sad when I see it because it sucks all of the joy out of life when you become bitter. Okay, the last one is people suck. They're mean. They can become jealous. They always think of themselves first. Forgive them anyways. That's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Ashley Michike, and this is the Retirement Quick Tips podcast.